Good morning, ladies. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have a very chic and relaxing Sunday morning routine. Sunday mornings are my favorite part of the week. I get to put on my favorite lounge clothes, my pretty dress, and a silk robe. I also have this tiny heels that made me feel like Cinderella. And I usually get to do things that I don't have time to do throughout the week. For example, yoga. I love doing yoga, but for some reason during the week, it doesn't feel as the type of workout I want to do. I usually do strength or Pilates, but on Sunday morning, I get to roll out my mat and do a yoga sequence, and I also do my favorite banana pancakes on Sunday mornings. They are super healthy and super delicious, but again, during the week, it just doesn't feel like the right breakfast for me. It takes a little longer than just to fry eggs. So let's spend a beautiful Sunday morning together and have some fun. Let's go. Depending on my mood and my energy levels, I either do a workout from the YouTube, I usually do yoga with Adrian, or I do my own workout. Today I feel full of energy, so I want to do my own sequence. And I also have an injured ankle, so I'm trying to do more stability exercises, just standing on my leg and renewing that balance in my body. I also like to put on some relaxing music, either jazz or like a meditation music, so I can just focus on the exercises and on my body. One thing I've recently discovered is alternate nostril breathing, and I find it incredibly grounding. It's simple. You inhale through one nostril, hold the breath briefly, then exhale through the other. Then you inhale through the same nostril and exhale through the opposite side. Just a few rounds can help you bring back to the present moment and create a sense of calm. I've also been enjoying creating my own yoga flow instead of following a workout video. Guided classes are wonderful, but sometimes we get so focused on keeping up that we forget to listen to our body and what it actually needs. On Sunday mornings, I like to use my practice as a check-in. Maybe there is tension from sitting too much during the week, an area that feels tight, or a muscle that needs a little extra attention. Giving yourself the space to move intuitively and respond to your body's signals can be incredibly helpful. My full outfit, the dress and the robe, are from Target. I've had them for quite a while, but honestly, it's my favorite loungewear. I love this dress. It's very comfortable whenever I blow dry my hair or just get ready. It's not too tight, it's flowy, it's not too hot for the summer. Honestly, a perfect fit. And these shoes, I'm obsessed with them. How pretty are they? And for my signature banana pancakes, you will need the bananas, the darker the better, oats, an egg or two, protein powder if you have it, yogurt, berries, fruits. Here you can let your imagination out, be creative, and add basically whatever you want. You can add some chocolate, maybe some nuts. You can add whatever you want, honestly. And I found this recipe a long time ago and it's so easy. It just takes some time to prepare them and maybe let them sit for 10 to 15 minutes. But honestly, it's so easy. Even a child can do that probably. And let's start with the bananas. I just peel them and smash them with a fork. Per person, you only need 1 to 2 bananas, maybe 3 bananas if they are really tiny max. But I like to do more and just eat that throughout the week whenever I'm busy and I don't have time to cook breakfast, or maybe take it with me as a snack if I have some errands to run. You can store them for 2 to 3 days in the fridge. Today to my pancakes, I add just a pinch of salt, some cinnamon, and what else are we going to add? I have acai powder. I've never done pancakes with acai powder. I think it's going to be delicious. So let's add that as well. I have this acai powder, and it's dark purple. I added that to yogurt recently, and the yogurt was so dark purple, like definitely an interesting color. And the main ingredient is oats. I don't really have proportions, so I just add that as long as it's not too thick. And then if you accidentally add too much, you can just add some milk or yogurt, so it's not a problem at all. Here is where my secret comes in. I don't soak oats in the water before I add them to the bananas. I mix them together, then I microwave them 2 to 3 minutes, and I let it sit, and oats will absorb liquid from the bananas, and I find that the taste will be better if I don't soak them in the water. So let's microwave it and let it sit for a while. Now that the mixture cooled down, we can add 2 eggs. And we can evaluate the texture in the meantime. I feel like it's perfect, not too thick. I wouldn't add any more oats. I also don't like to add honey while I'm adding all the ingredients, since some bananas are sweeter, some are not, and I don't want to make it overly sweet. And the last step is soda with vinegar, and they will be ready to be cooked. Ready to be cooked, and I like to cook on coconut oil. I feel like it adds that delicious coconut taste, and plus it's healthy. My breakfast is ready. Looks delicious. Excited to try it. Yes, delicious. So I just added some yogurt as a base, regular skyr. It has so much protein, and who doesn't like good yogurt with a lot of protein? And I'm going to eat in bed. That's my little Sunday morning tradition, to always eat in bed, have my matcha, and watch a show or some kind of YouTube video that I'm catching up on. So let's go and enjoy my breakfast. My breakfast view. I have my breakfast, matcha. I'm catching up on The Big Bang Theory, and Sawyer is right here. In the past, I used to dislike Sundays a lot. I had moved to a new city, I didn't have close friends nearby, and I wasn't in a relationship. Sundays felt like a reminder that everyone else had plans while I had nowhere to be and no one to spend the day with. But at some point, I realized that I couldn't keep waiting for my life to start when other people arrived. I had to take responsibility for how I spent my time and the kind of life I wanted to create. Now, if I want a slow Sunday with a homemade breakfast, a walk, a yoga session, or a cozy afternoon at home, I do those things for myself. Is it exactly the same as sharing them with someone you love? No, but it's a start. I've found that when you stop putting your life on hold and start creating small moments of joy for yourself, the day feels less empty. Sitting around feeling sorry for yourself every Sunday doesn't make the loneliness disappear. Building a life that you genuinely enjoy even when you're alone does. And the last part of my Sunday morning routine is a walk, and it's not a regular weekday walk, it's a relaxed hot girl walk with my dog and with my Stanley. I feel like it gives me energy for the rest of the week, because during the week my walks are a bit like faster. I don't have as much time to relax, maybe reflect, or just enjoy the sunshine. So on Sunday, I always make time to go on a hot girl walk, preferably with ankle weights. On Sundays, I make it a priority to get to the water. I don't always have time during the week, but I find it incredibly calming and therapeutic. It's one of my favorite ways to slow down and recharge. Thank you for watching this magical Sunday morning vlog. I hope it gave you some inspiration for your own Sunday mornings. And remember, not everything has to be structured and productive. Sometimes it's okay to go with the flow and enjoy life as it comes. And if you want to see my weekday morning routine, you can watch it right here. And I will see you over there or in the next one. Bye.